Cash 10 million now. $10 million to give you cash of 10 million. You can come in dollars. You want to invite people. I can bring in dollars. No. These are not fun. You can come in dollars. You can come with dollars. Is that not okay? You can convert it. How much people they can get it?
Yeah, because
You can application now. Open a court in the bank. I will say there, somewhere there. Oh, here is it.
So I want to get the background of the story. We want to get the story before you.
Okay. Can you just stay here?
The inside. I don't think she has gone. She's interviewing him now. Woman.
Somebody so can talk a bit. Let's do this second. Thank you so much. You know, this matter came up on the 10th of October 2017 from hearing, and that morning, the Federal Government Council in the courts actually applied for a stand-down, which the court granted for 2 hours stand-down to enable the Solicitor General of the Federation to be in court and take the application himself. So after waiting for about 4 hours or thereabouts, he didn't come. The court was constrained to adjourn the matter today for definite hearing and inform the parties in open court. This matter is coming up today for definite hearing. So, pursuant to which further hearing notice we have served on the parties. So some of the federal government also serve on us to tell you this how serious the court is taking position of today. So today, only for us to come today and ambush with an application filed by the federal government just last week on the 14th of November 2017, asking the court to declare judicial to continue the hearing of the application. This second time they are bringing similar application. The first time they got an application challenging the commission to hear this. We responded and the court dismissed that investigation. So today, they now brought another application also challenging the court powers jurisdiction to defend this suit, which was served on us this morning. And on the face of that application, the matter cannot go on. So that shows you that the federal government is not ready to see the matter go on. They are doing everything humanly possible within their powers to truncate the proceedings of this court, and also to ensure that this matter didn't go on. We intend to file a response to that application. So that actually informed my application before the court that they should be coming to this court next agenda with 10 million naira, which are going to pay me in cash. The court also obliged us. So in substance, they are telling the court to defend the decision because of the fact that the kind has been granted bail and is no longer in detention. And also it has been IPOB has been prescribed. These are grounds that are baseless in law and unfounded and not supported by fact. Our release we are seeking for this court is very clear and direct. We have more than 10 releases we are asking this court to grant. Part of which is detention, illegal detention, and then continuous detention. There was part of the grounds upon which we are applying for the court to intervene. Now, it is elementary for us to do what? To apply for those reliefs which are overtaken by event to withdraw it at the point of taking the application. It doesn't affect the entire suit, which we are going to respond to. Then the issue of IPOB prescription is a matter before the court. I will have effectively challenged it. It's coming up on the January 17th for ruling on application to vacate the order obtained by the federal government prescribing IPOB, which order was obtained on error. We have effectively challenged it, stating grounds upon which the court can vacate that order. So these are very frivolous grounds upon which they are predicated, on which the application is being predicated. To ensure they know that they cannot lie. Federal government is fully aware that application cannot go anywhere. But what I doing, what I want to achieve, because they have no defense to this action. And I insist that they must pay now the candidate $100 million. They must pay that cost. They must pay. And so because the items constituting the gross violation of the fundamental right is very clear. It's very clear. He was arrested on October 14, 2015. Detained from that time to January. In between the period he was detained illegally, the court made some pronouncement directing that they release him unconditionally, which order they never obeyed. They flouted it with impunity. Even on the first of those orders, at the time the order was suspicious, the order said he should be released unconditionally. In fact, the president of the country, Buhari, made a pronouncement that the man cannot be granted bail. On the first of order, of course, these are items constituting gross violation of his fundamental right, which are alleged before this ECOWAS Community Court of Justice. Now they have no defense to that action because by virtue of what they found before this court, it's obvious that they cannot defend it. So that's why they are doing everything humanly possible to ensure they truncate the position of this court. They at one time or the other, they also applied for an adjournment on frivolous grounds. Last adjournment day, they said the solution was the Supreme Court. It was not the Supreme Court. On our findings, we talk about didn't go to the Supreme Court. So today, they sent another team of lawyers to come and defend the application they filed only a few days ago. So on that note, we applied for an adjournment because there are issues that we need to address on law and also on facts and through evidence, which we need to go back and file before this court. And as you are aware, the court said that even the one they filed hasn't been transmitted for them in a language they understand. So we need to also, at the point I wanted to go on law, the court said no, the one they filed a few days ago hasn't been transmitted. And they did it deliberately because if those applications have not been transmitted in language the judges should understand, then it can go on. So we need to file our response against that February 7th when it's coming up. Thank you very much. But remind them also that they should come with $10 million cash on that day. I told them before now.
And this is the update of the $10 million cash. Okay.
Okay.
So right now we are still live and direct here at the ECOWAS courts, and I believe we are winning, like Barrister Yofa just said, that the federal government of Nigeria will have to pay our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Welcome back.
$800 million. And also, he also said that on the 17th day of January, February 7th, 2018, they will be coming with 10 million naira cash before the court proceed again. So, and I would like him to talk to Biafrans all over the world before we call it a day today. I don't know if I'm coming out clear as before, and I know that we are live here, so that he has to speak to Biafrans all over the world. So,
thank you very much.
So,
I will from there.
So, Barrister Yofa, please, the world is watching you.
Thank you so much.
You know, we are live here on air.
Come this side.
So, our people want to hear the outcome of both yesterday, Federal High Court Abuja, and also today in ECOWAS court.
Okay, yesterday the criminal matter came up yesterday for hearing, and actually for the shorties to explain Nnamdi Kanu's whereabouts. The court didn't sit because of the ongoing judges conference. The court didn't sit, and another day was given to us. So, but they are aware that on the 17th of November 2017, we'll file an application for urging the court to compel the military to produce him in court because they know his whereabouts, having invaded his house on the 14th of September. So that application was heard on the military on the 17th of November and adjourned for ruling to 13th day of December 2017. And on the face of that application, ruling resolved by the same court. I don't think that issue of his production or otherwise can come up again until that ruling is delivered. So
in court. So because the two matters are pending before the same judge. So until when the judge delivered ruling on application seeking to compel the chief army staff who went to his house to kill people and invade his premises in a murderous raid to compel, don't bring it to court because it wasn't had at the time they invaded his premises. It was in the house. So the ruling reserved on that application is coming up on the 13th of December. Until when that ruling is delivered, we'll not know the next step to take. So today, the application that came up today is for application challenging the gross violation of his fundamental rights by the federal government, which was actually adjourned today for different hearing. It came up on October 10th, 2017, and the federal government came here.
Please, you can just stop there because what I'm seeing here is that you are not coming out clear.
Okay.
Hello, Mazimefo. Yes, I can hear you. Let me. Okay, good morning, fellow Biafrans. I am still here with our lawyer, Barrister Jofo, so that he can speak to Biafrans over the world for the outcome of Federal High Court Abuja yesterday and also today ECOWAS Court. And I want him also. Hello, sir.